Hey, it's Addie, and it's been a really long time since I filmed anything for this channel, and I am so sorry. It's been like such an awkward pause, and I feel like that's honestly my whole channel. And yeah, so honestly nobody's surprised, but I always feel the need to address it because otherwise it's going to continue to be awkward, you know what I mean? Anyways, before we get on with the topic of the video, please excuse my messy appearance. It's been a really long day. I am exhausted. It's been a long day. Can we also take a moment to appreciate my dog in the background? Like, I'm gonna look at him. Isn't he the cutest thing ever? He's just like sleeping. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about burnout in the veterinary field and kind of what burnout is, what it feels like, and how to know if you're going through it. And kind of take this video as an opportunity to talk about my burnout and kind of talk about my feelings about the field in general and kind of like vent a little bit. So if you are here to hear me like vent about burnout, you're more than welcome to stay. If you have zero interest in talking about burnout or like recognizing the signs or anything like that, then this might not be the video for you. But it's just kind of like a low maintenance kind of video, I feel like, kind of like vlog style type of thing, and I just really need to kind of like get some feelings out there and see if anybody else in, you know, the vet med community is feeling the same way. So for some background, I am a non-licensed veterinary technician or veterinary assistant. So I basically do all of the stuff that vet techs do, and I just don't have a license for it. So yeah, more than an assistant, not quite a vet tech, you know, that sort of deal. Primarily with small animals, like dogs and cats. I don't really have experience with any exotics or bigger mammals like horses and stuff like that. So I have been in the field now for about like 5 years. Started off as a kennel assistant and kind of worked my way up. I worked emergency for a little bit, and then now I'm working in general practice. So vaccinations, preventative care, dental, spay neuter type of situation. So usually people normally say that the lifespan of a veterinary technician is about 5 to 7 years, and I'm kind of at that point where I've been in the field for 5 years, and that's when most techs and assistants kind of start feeling the emotional fatigue, and they burn out, and then they leave the field entirely, or they take a break, or they pursue a different career like completely due to, you know, compassion fatigue or just the burnout in general. So when you hear us talk about burnout, it's basically what it is, like what it sounds like. You are feeling burnt out, you are feeling exhausted, you are feeling kind of like mentally, physically drained. You start dreading going to work. You just start losing your compassion and the love that you feel for the field and for caring for animals, and you kind of are just going through the motions of things, and it sucks. I personally am going through burnout at the moment. I'm still working at a veterinary clinic, like I said, general practice. It's nothing to do with like my coworkers or the clinic in general. It's just I am always exhausted. It is a very physical job. We do have to, you know, give, sometimes an animal isn't cooperative, we don't speak the same language, they don't understand that we're trying to help them, so we end up wrestling them sometimes, and it's, you know, it just kind of is part of the field. It's very physically demanding. And I have some other videos about going through that, but yeah, so it's very exhausting both mentally and physically, because you deal with upset clients sometimes. Their pet is sick, you know, they get angry at the situation and they kind of take it out on you, or they take it out on the doctor, and then you're also like, you know, physically like standing, lifting, restraining, whatever it may be. And yeah, I just feel really exhausted like all the time. I'm at a point right now where I personally get like anxiety whenever you know, my next shift is going to start. And again, like I said, it has nothing to do with like my coworkers or like my work environment. Like I guess it's been like a while since I last filmed. I recently switched to a different clinic. I started back in April, and I left a very toxic work environment, and I can talk more about how to recognize a toxic like hospital or work environment in a separate video if you guys are interested. I'll probably film it anyways, just because I think it's important to recognize the signs that you are in a very toxic work environment and how to recognize that and how to tell if, you know, it's time for you to leave, even if you love your coworkers, because that was the situation for me at my last hospital. Loved my coworkers, still do. We still talk, we still have a group chat. It's really great, but I just couldn't do that environment anymore. It was very toxic. It was very mentally draining. It was borderline abusive. It was just really bad all around. But like I said, that's a story for a different video about that toxic work environment. So like I said, I started this new job in April, and right now we're in August, so May, June, July, August. It's been about roughly 4 months since I started, and I am feeling really burnt out. Like I said, it's a lot healthier of an environment. My coworkers are nice, the doctors are nice. I just think it's the field in general. Like, don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but oh my gosh, look at him. Sorry, let's just take a moment to appreciate him again. He's so precious. Anyways, sorry about that. But yeah, I love what I do, love working with animals and stuff, but it's the whole, I've been in the field for 5 years. I feel the exhaustion. I don't honestly know what caused it. It might have been working in, like I said, in a toxic environment for so long, but I don't want to go to emergency. I've tried emergency. It's just not for me. It's a lot more like go go go. Things just come in and you have to be ready. It's a lot more stressful. You see a lot more intense cases, so that's just not for me. But I'm at a point, like I said, where I get anxiety whenever my work week is about to start. I find myself restless at my job. So, like, not bored. Bored is the wrong word. I guess just maybe, like, I feel like in a rut, I guess. And I know this is a very common, like, occurrence from people in the field, especially if they've been in the field for a while or, like, a long time. And honestly, I don't know if I want to continue working in the field. Like I said, I love working with animals. I love what I do. I love client interactions. I love making animals feel better, but I am just exhausted, and I feel like my body is asking me to kind of move on. I don't really know. Like I said, I might just need a break. But I'm at the point now where I'm applying for different jobs outside of veterinary medicine. I still want to work with animals, so maybe something different, and that could be a whole separate video, like I said, about where do you go from here. I know I don't want to work with people. Most vet techs and assistants, after they feel like burnt out or they get burnt out, they kind of just transfer over to human nursing because it makes more money. Because if you guys didn't know, veterinary assistants and veterinary technicians don't make a lot of money to begin with. It's definitely a field that you do for love and passion, not for the money. So, and I don't think, I mean, the pay sucks. I'm not gonna lie, the pay absolutely sucks. My pay is abysmal for the amount of work and effort that we put into the job. So I'm sure, you know, that's also not helping, especially if I know that I can make more money doing less, like at an office job. Not to, you know, shit on office jobs or anything. Like, get your money. Like, I'm sure you guys are very stressed out as well, but knowing that I can get paid more being a receptionist, like at a dental office, or like literally like any other office setting, just kind of like, it's also been on my mind recently. but like I said, I love what I do, so I don't actually know what my next move is. Originally this video wasn't going to be so much talking about burnout. It was going to be talking about the perks of working at a veterinary field, and I'm still going to make the video just because I know I made a pros and cons one, but this is more so perks of like extra perks, you know what I mean? So I still might make the video, and that might like refresh it a little bit, like refresh my take on things, but as of right now I just feel really exhausted and unmotivated, kind of stuck in a rut, mundane, and kind of like anxiety filled, and I feel like I need to take a break, step away from veterinary medicine, maybe not permanently, but for like a little bit. I'll still make content about it because I do like talking about it, and I do like being a part of the community, and you know, seeing people's like day-to-day lives and their takes and stuff on the field. It's definitely a field that needs improvement, especially if the lifespan of assistants and techs is anywhere between 5 to 7 years. Like, that is so short-lived, and that's why the field is constantly like in need of new techs and assistants. And I don't know, it's just, the job is stressful and the pay isn't there. And if you've been doing it for as long as I've been doing it, or even longer, I know you guys have felt the compassion fatigue and just burnout in general. It just sucks. It really sucks, because I thought this was my calling, and I still feel like it is, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm flip-flopping, and that's basically this whole video, talking about if you feel like you're 1 foot out the door or 1 foot in, if you feel tired or mentally exhausted from your job, you feel like you're becoming jaded, or if you're considering different options, just know that it's completely normal. And burnout can happen even before the 5-year mark, to be honest, or it could happen later, or if you're lucky, it may never happen at all. It varies from person to person, and there's not really like one thing that you can do to prevent it. Like, it's not really preventable, it just kind of sneaks up on you. But there can be certain triggers, I guess, like if you work at a toxic work environment, or you're constantly stressed out, or like if you work in emergencies, if you work at an emergency or specialty like hospital, I know burnout rates are like a lot higher or a lot sooner. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to talk about that and touch base and kind of see what it's like when you're going through it. So like I said, I'm still going to be making content regarding veterinary medicine and animals and stuff, because it is truly a passion. I just wanted to be honest and, you know, realistic about the whole burnout thing. And yeah, I know this is a really long video, but I don't know, I'm totally fine if you do, like, if you're still here, amazing, love you, appreciate you. But if you clicked off after I kind of talked about what burnout is, then cool, I totally get it, no hard feelings. But yeah, that's the video. I guess I won't keep you guys too long, but I'm probably going to film another video right after this one, talking about the perks, like I said, of working at a hospital. Not so much like learning stuff, but like just fun little extra stuff. And then I will probably also make a video about working at a toxic veterinary hospital and how to recognize the signs. I have so many stories from working at a hospital, and I don't know how detailed I'm going to make that, or how detailed you guys want me to make that video, but I feel like it's important to kind of talk about it and stuff, you know? So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you stuck all the way through the 15-minute video of awkward and just rambling. But it definitely did help, like, my mental, like, to kind of just talk it out and process how I'm feeling. So I'll keep you guys updated on the situation, but I hope you guys have been well. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to see more content of veterinary medicine, animals in general, because as you can see, I have a really cute puppy, and I'm going to put the focus back on him because he's so cute and I love him. But yeah, I guess that's it. So, like I said, subscribe if you haven't. Leave me any video suggestions if you have any. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.